Yes, my people, welcome back to EMGM Sports. How is everyone doing? Joseph Parker handled business last night in Riyadh. Yeah, man, he made easy work of Martin Bakole. Now, I can hear the noise. I can hear the whispers. Everyone's saying, yo, Martin Bakole, he was out of shape. He wasn't fit. Last minute replacement, you know, blah, 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 giving all types of excuses. But listen, it doesn't matter, man. It don't matter. Joseph Parker went out there and handled business. Do you know what I mean? And listen, that's exactly what you do to a last minute opponent. Do you know what I mean? Who's just coming in with no training camp. You're supposed to get rid of them quickly, early, get the job done, take a early bath, head back home, get ready for the next challenge. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes, yeah, these last minute replacements, yeah, can be a bit awkward, innit? Because listen, in training camp, you wasn't training for this guy. You wasn't training for that style. And Martin Bakole is very awkward. He doesn't fight like Daniel Dubois. Do you know what I mean? So props to Joseph Parker, yeah. You have to respect Joseph Parker for going out there and handling business. Do you know what I mean? He had to get that job done early. Do you know what I mean? And Martin Bakole, we all thought he was going to be dangerous early. And you know what? In the beginning of that second round, yeah, before he got stopped, Martin Bakole looked like he was building a bit of steam. Do you know what I mean? He was catching Parker with them uppercuts. Do you know what I mean? And Parker did look a little bit in trouble. But you know what? Again, Parker weathered the storm, came back strong and hit Martin Bakole with that shot to the top of the head there, the top of the dome there. And those are the type of shots here that you don't see it coming, but it has a big effect. You know what I mean? It just sends those vibrations down your body. Hence, you saw the late reaction from Bakole. Bakole took that shot to the equilibrium. He took it. He thought, yeah, I'm good. And then by the time your brain sends the message to the legs that, yo, you're not good, he wobbled and he dropped. Do you know what I mean? And for me, that was the correct decision to take him out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it was the correct decision for the referee to stop it because, look, Bakole just flew in. Bakole literally flew into Riyadh, like, I think like 24 hours before the fight. That's crazy. He had no training camp. We don't know what the hell he was doing before the call-up. He could have been out there getting smashed, drinking, eating all type of nonsense. So he wasn't in the right mind or shape or anything like that to continue in that fight. So the right stoppage. And I don't know, maybe one day, you know, if Bakole gets another opportunity at Joseph Parker, with a full camp, we don't know what could happen. Do you know what I mean? We don't know. But listen, that's all irrelevant because Joseph Parker went out there, handled business. I personally, I like the way Joseph Parker looked. I think like he was at the right way. He looked in good shape, very focused. And the big question is now, he got rid of Martin Bakole. He didn't get the Dubois fight. I don't think they're going to go through another camp to prepare for a Dubois fight. I think they want him to fight Oleksandr Uysk because Dubois got the IBF title. Oleksandr Uysk has got the other three belts. So I think that the next fight is probably Dubois versus Oleksandr Usyk. But for me, Joseph Parker deserves that fight next. If you look at the caliber of opponent he's fought in the last 3 fights, yeah, Wilder, Zhang, now Bakole. These are all tough guys, man. Bakole was the bogeyman of the heavyweight division. Do you know what I mean? He's the guy that everyone was trying to avoid. No one wanted that smoke with Bakole. Now that Joseph Parker has got rid of him, come on, give Joseph Parker that title shot. I feel like he deserves it. Do you know what I mean? And Dubois, he's already been beaten by Usyk. And it was an easy win for Usyk. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's below the belt, on the belt, bruv, whatever you guys say, belt line or whatever, it don't matter, man. Like, after that below the belt incident, Usyk went on to dominate every single round. Do you know what I mean? Go back and watch that fight again. Watch it properly. Don't listen to the media. Don't listen to Frank Warren or Don Charles because they're going to be biased in it. Dubois is their fighter. So they're going to cling on to anything, any hope, yeah, to get another crack at Usyk. They want the rematch, innit? But for me, personally, yeah, Daniel Dubois, he pulled out through sickness, whatever it was. We still don't know what the hell happened to him. Yeah. Joseph Parker, impressive win. He deserves that title shot against Usyk. But the way things are looking, like all the roads are pointing to Daniel Dubois versus Oleksandr Usyk. But for me personally, like I said, man, I want to see Joseph Parker versus Oleksandr Usyk. I feel like Joseph Parker presents a different type of challenge to Oleksandr Usyk, because Oleksandr Usyk, look, he's been fighting these giants, man. 6'5", 6'6", in Joshua, Tyson Fury, who's 6'7", 6'8". Do you know what I mean? Two guys. So they've been very slow, no mobility. So Oleksandr Usyk has been able to just push the pace and have his own way against these two. But I feel like someone like a Joseph Parker, who's a bit closer in height to Oleksandr Usyk. I think Joseph Parker is like 6'3" or 6'4". Usyk is 6'3". So I feel like them two match up perfect. And Parker's got fast hands. He's very quick on his feet. He's mobile. So he'll be able to get to Usyk quick, innit? Now, whether he can beat Usyk, that's a different story, innit? Because Usyk, he's an elite guy. He's the best guy out there in the heavyweight division right now. Do you know what I mean? But I honestly believe that Parker gives him problems. We've seen the tape of Dubois, Usyk, and I feel like them two fighting again, probably going to get a similar story, similar outcome. I'm just going to keep it real. So I want to see Usyk fight someone different. Do you know what I mean? A different caliber of opponent in the heavyweight division. And for me, Joseph Parker is that guy. Do you know what I mean? He's that guy. But in the meantime, if we don't get Usyk versus Parker, why not Parker versus Kabayel? Because I was very impressed by Kabayel, man. Do you know what I mean? Like me, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be honest here. I wasn't really checking for Kabayel. But you know what? After watching what Kabayel did to Zhang, this guy's the truth, man. He is legitimately the real deal. He's gonna be a problem, Kabayel is gonna be a problem. The way he goes to the body, he's got fast hands, he hits those combinations, and the guy keeps coming forward. He keeps coming forward. And the way he chopped down Zhang, that was impressive. He literally made Zhang quit with those body shots. He took a shot from Zhang. Zhang dropped him, but you know what? Again, showed resilience, showed heart. He got back up. Got back up and straight away put that pressure on Zhang. Do you know what I mean? And Zhang, 40 years old, 41 years old, yeah, he's probably just done, bro. He hasn't got the cardio, the fitness to stay at that top level. Do you know what I mean? Even with that power, with that left hand, if you can avoid it for the first 5-6 rounds, he fades in. He hasn't got that power no more. And like Joseph Parker did to him as well. Joseph Parker just took over and carried all that momentum and won on the decision. This time, Kabayel just working on that body, absolutely battered Zhang to the body. You can see the red marks on Zhang, you know what I mean? So Parker, Kabayel, that's going to be a great fight. Great matchup. Do you know what I mean? So if the Parker versus Usyk doesn't happen, let's get Kabayel versus Joseph Parker. And the winner of that takes on, whoever wins out of Usyk and Dubois, because it looks like that's the roadmap. Do you know what I mean? That's the roadmap for the heavyweight division, the way things are looking. And Dubois, and I'm sure Oleksandr Usyk, he wants to be undisputed for the second time. So Dubois got the IBF belt, and it looks like that's going to be the fight. But listen, overall, I'm impressed by Joseph Parker. He had to go in there and handle business, regardless of what shape or condition Martin Bakole came in there. It's not Joseph Parker's problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, in fact, we need to thank Joseph Parker for saving that card. Because once Dubois dropped out, Joseph Parker could have been, you know what? I'm dropping out as well. I'm not going to risk my position and ranking and everything like that to take on a dangerous opponent like Martin Bakole. I'm not going to do that. And I wouldn't blame him. Who would blame him? I wouldn't hold it against him if he dropped that as well, cancel that fight, and leave to fight another day. I wouldn't blame him. But, props, respect to him. He didn't care who he was, who Martin Bakole was, regardless of all the dangers that he brought to the table. Parker was like, nah, I'm going to take on this guy. I want to show that I'm ready. I can take on anybody. Like I've got that dog in me. I've got the heart to go up against any heavyweight in the world right now. And look at that. His bravery, and he got the result for that. Do you know what I mean? So big congratulations to Joseph Parker. Do you know what I mean? Many more big nights to come for him. Trust me. And I actually believe he is going to become 2 times heavyweight champion of the world, because he's just got that desire and the hunger. And right now he's 31, 32 years old. 33 or whatever. He's in his prime right now. And he's got all the momentum behind him. Parker's going to do well, man. Parker's going to do well. But listen, let me know in the comments what you thought about that fight. Joseph Parker versus Martin Bakole, you know what I mean? And who do you want to see Joseph Parker fight next? For me, he deserves a title shot, Oleksandr Usyk. But you might think different. You might think, you know, Joseph Parker should take on Kabayel or even Anthony Joshua. Rematch. Who knows? Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate that. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. I'm your boy Enzo. Please go ahead, smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help the channel to grow, man. Listen, I'm out. I'll be back with another one real soon. Until then, stay blessed. Peace.